So I had a little disagreement with a friend of mine, and it is on the topic of whether we as Christians can listen to secular or non-secular music. And it got me thinking, well, can we? I mean, technically the ABC song is a secular song, but I think we are allowed to listen to the ABC song, or at least teach it to our kids to teach them the ABCs. So what is the real truth behind this? Now, this isn't the most accurate of information, I'd like to say, but it is the best information that I could come at with. With my research, I've looked into this as deeply as I can as I'm a chick that's also got to study his own actual subjects. But I'm gonna actually discuss these findings and discuss what I actually found out with Mercia herself in the next video. Over to past clip because I actually am recording this just before I start editing because I procrastinated. Alright, so this is Mercia, the friend I was talking about, and basically what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be explaining to her the flags, what I already explained to you guys. So, do you remember a couple of weeks ago when we were talking, after break time, both of us were damn near tired, where I was talking about whether we as Christians would be allowed to listen to secular music?
Yes.
And you were like, nah, we can't be listening to that.
I mean, yeah. Hey, man, these bugs. Anyways, Kara?
So, I did some research because I agree with you. I mean, there's stuff like Playboy Cardi or Doja Cat and stuff like that.
Gucci Gang,
and I was
Gucci
like
Gang,
thinking to
Gucci
myself, we really shouldn't be listening to that. But at the same time, when you look at the definition for secular, it's anything that doesn't glorify God, anything that like isn't Christian music. So you know the ABC song, the alphabet song. That's a secular song.
Okay, Sisle, come on now, listen. What I meant, like, I think I meant like to say that I don't listen to secular. Like the only thing I listen to is like worship, and like it's not like I don't listen to secular. Like I don't listen. Like there are some days, like yesterday, you know, like I just wanted to listen to some Ariana Grande. Like you know, we just have to pop the Queen on. We're not gonna idolize her now, but like obviously, you know.
But like you'll like acknowledge her for her work, for the God-given talent that she was given.
That she's busy breaking.
But listen, it's okay. So here's my thing. Technically, the way we see it, yes, all of these songs are secular, but there's a subsection in secular called carnal. Really? So carnal is just anything that goes against the word, anything that goes against whatever God says, anything that's like unholy, that leads people to their fleshly desires, like leads people to lust, shooting, money, idolizing people. It's those things. So technically there is a difference. So how I like to scale it is Christian music. You can listen to it. In fact, I encourage you to listen to it.
Yeah.
Then there's secular music. It's not good. It's not edifying. It's not gonna make your soul better. It's not gonna bring you closer to God. But it's not evil either. It's not gonna take you further away from God.
Yeah.
So then you get carnal music. That's the stuff that what's it called?
I smoked away my brains.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting numb.
It's all those things.
Oh, my soul.
So we need to learn to differentiate between those two things. And honestly, that's something that I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna work on taking away my carnal music. Because at first I thought, I'm only gonna listen to Christian music. Then I listened to like Daniel Caesar and I was like, damn, bro, how am I gonna... Lupe, bro, I can't leave. But it's not like I'm hooked to it. So then me and Awande started speaking, I think it was Friday, about this, because I was talking to him about the video. I finished editing 2 other videos. And he asked me deeper questions. He was like, okay, so if we can't listen to carnal music, how can you tell whether something's just secular or whether it's carnal? And that brought something into perspective for me. For example, Kendrick, he has this album called To Pimp a Butterfly. Now you might be looking at it like that. That album doesn't glorify God, but it does show his decision to go to God. That album shows his path on going to God, where I think it's one of either the first or the last track. It's legit a recording of him and his friends and his homies confessing their faith to God, to Jesus. So it's like yes, obviously Kendrick isn't like Christian music, and there's sometimes he does swear
A lot.
a lot,
Very
but
much.
that album, in my eyes, I would really say it's okay to listen to it.
Yeah.
Then I thought to myself, okay, but then there's also people like Andy Mineo, who you might not know.
Probably not.
We used his one of his songs for a countdown at like Ignite and Collision for years, bro. Coming in hot.
Oh.
Yeah, that guy. So he has this album called what's that word? Uncomfortable. So basically the theme of it is being uncomfortable in the world and being like comfortable in your faith. Because when you're following Jesus, you're not gonna live a comfortable life. One of his legit first song on that album is called Uncomfortable, and one of the lines in there, to paraphrase because I don't remember it word for word, is if you want to live a comfortable life, start lying, start doing bad things. He basically starts listing bad things that you should do. That's what you should do if you want to live a comfortable life. Being a Christian is not gonna be an easy lifestyle. It's not something that's
So
gonna
difficult.
easily go through. Like Peter suffered.
I saw this one quote the other day.
Yeah.
Being a Christian doesn't make your life easy. It just makes your life, what? It just makes your life more. What is the thing? Okay, like being a Christian doesn't make your life easy. It makes your life more simple. If there's a difference, like I don't know, like it brings peace. Like if you're living in the world and you're going through something, like, and you don't have God to like back you up, like it's very difficult to find peace in the situations. But when you have God, He brings peace in your situations, like in your times of distress or like discomfort or whatever the freak. Yeah.
I get you.
So
It's like, it's a difficult life, but it's a simple life. In fact, one of our quotes from the church that we're in right now is love God, love people. That's the easiest way to live
My favorite
a godly life, is to love God, love people. Then me and Awanda kept speaking. We're like, okay, who can we listen to, who can we not? Then I told him asked him a question. So both of our favorite artists is Masejo. Great artist, beautiful music. And we wondered, can we listen to Masejo? So then he was like, another thing you should look at when listening to music, not only the context of it, but also the character of the person. So there are many artists who do like regular secular songs. For example, I think Justin Bieber, he makes regular secular songs. I don't know if he's made any bad songs.
I mean, this is one song that I really love, and like it's glorifying God. It's called Purpose.
Yeah,
I love that song, and I sing it a lot because it's generally like when he was in his walk with God, and like I don't know what happened now, but obviously like we all, sometimes along the lines we lose our fire, and it's our duty to get back to where we were and to be on fire for Jesus continuously, to endure our relationship with God till the end. But like, for some people that doesn't always happen. So like, it's better to like listen to his old playlists like than his new playlist, because like, like that's what happens.
Which
like some people like like Taylor Swift. There's this one song. It goes like, "You look so pretty like a devil," and it's just like, sometimes you just have to like watch, because like the power is in the tongue.
There is power in the tongue.
There's power in the tongue, and yeah.
Which legit perfectly says what I was about to say. It's like Justin Bieber. He's a secular artist, but he made a Christian song.
Yeah.
He made a good song, but then he fell from grace. Now I'm not sure how long this is, but another thing that I want to say is if it becomes a pattern, if they don't come back, if they don't turn their way, if it's not that was a season in their life, but that just becomes a trend of how they live, then rather cut off that artist. Like another one of I can't remember, and honestly I don't want to enter too much church beef or church drama. The worship singer, he fell off and he didn't stand back up. He just continued the trend, and Awanda and I both like mutually agreed that we're not gonna listen to his songs anymore. Yes, they were edifying at one point, but his character has fallen.
Yeah, he made
Then-
it about himself.
The last thing that to look out for when you're listening to music, which is the most controversial one, but like the easiest one to follow at the same time. Remember that story where Peter had to go eat with the Gentiles, and he had to go eat like unclean meat, like
Yeah,
pork
yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. Jesus said, "Well, you can eat with him. Like it's fine. Like I've died for you. I've died for your sins. As long as it doesn't lead you to sin, nor does it lead others to sin, it's okay." Which brought up the question for me. It's like, and this is my firm belief: as long as the music doesn't bring you to sin, as long as the thing that the music is portraying doesn't bring you to sin, and be honest with yourself. If it does, then I suggest you cut it off. But if it doesn't, then it's fine. But also look at it as if it doesn't bring others to sin. Let's say I listen to, I don't, but I listen to Playboy Cardi. But I don't do all those things. I don't shoot up houses. I don't know what he says in his songs. It's just the future. I don't do all those things. I don't glorify money. But like I just listen to it. It doesn't bring me to sin. But
In Hebrews 13.
yeah. But then, let's say one of my small group boys sees that I listen to Playboy Cardi, listens to those songs, and then follows those things. That's leading him to sin. Whereas if I just didn't listen to it at all, knowing that I have an influence around people, then he wouldn't have gone towards that sin. Which is why I also cut off one of my favorite artists, Black Odyssey, BLK Odyssey. I loved so many of his albums, but it led me to lust. Music was good, but I couldn't continue. So those are the three basic things. It's like, does it go against the word? Does the character of the person, is it alright? Like Kendrick, we all know good Christian value, we know Kendrick. Or does it lead you or others to sin? And those are the three simple things to look out for.
You know, something that really bothers me in music is when, I know like some artists, like they glorify God, like they talk about God, and like they're just really like, they're Christians, But one thing that bothers me personally, like when they say like something to glorify God in the song, but then they're like using BITCH, HEEL, HELL, like SHIT, like things like that, it's just so, it's so disturbing because you literally used God's name now in this song, and now you're swearing. It's something that really bothers me, and it's something that I really think people should just take
Deeper consideration.
into consideration, because it's like something, it's something that bothers me personally. It's something that I got convicted about. So it might not be like as bad for other people, but like it really bothers me when people do that.
It did for me, but it's not that I got desensitized. It's just like I found deeper meaning in the songs. Like for example, one of Kendrick's albums, I can't remember which one, where he'd talk about his faith journey, but then he'd also be swearing and stuff. What I did was I straight up listened to the whole album back to back to back in reverse, and made sure that at the end of the day, his character was good and that his intentions were good. Like I think he wasn't speaking about his faith journey, but it wasn't Damn.
Oh, I know that album.
Yeah. And if you listen to it properly, he's just talking about I think it is how he's fallen or how he might fall and ways to avoid falling. Like bro, there's so much in that album. It's a good listen.
Yangi did explain that to me, like that whole journey, like I was struggling to understand, and he explained it to me. I'm still feeling a little bit iffy about Kendrick. I'm not here for the hype, like I'm not for that hype. I'm not for that life. But like I respect people who go to who listen to Kendrick not because of like they just want to listen to him just for the fun of it. It's not like they're being led to do anything. They're actually listening to his stories. They want to.
Bro, he's such a good story. His
he's
albums.
He's a good storyteller, but personally for me personally, I wouldn't agree with that. Like I wouldn't listen to music like that. But like for other people, it doesn't disturb them. So who am I to like tell them?
Which brings it back to like,
Exactly.
if it doesn't cause you to sin and it doesn't
Exactly.
cause others to sin,
Yeah.
then you're chilling.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's basically the main point of this video. I'm glad that you actually came out. Do you see now why? For the viewers who are gonna watch, we started and there was still quite a bit of people in here. Now it's dead silence, empty here. That's why I was rushing it so much, and I'm sorry for doing that. But
okay.
it's because I knew it was gonna be a long and a good video. Like we spoke about it, we genuinely did discuss this. And that's why I wanted to give time so that we didn't have to rush it.
Yeah.
Because if I had to skip over anything that I said now, I'd be disappointed in myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now you know, like, and I'm glad. I hope it doesn't change. I hope it does change your perspective on it. That like, you can listen to secular music, just avoid carnal music.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people do try to explain it to me. And I'm always down to listen. I'm always down to learn something new. And yeah, I just want to thank you for coming to teach me something new.
I just thank you for the curiosity. Yeah, that gave me so much curiosity. Like when we spoke about it, that I didn't focus for the rest of the day at school. I was just like, this makes sense, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like I need to know what the answer to this is, and that's why I make these videos. Like,
Yeah.
and maybe you'll be in yeah, you're definitely probably gonna be in a video in the future. But yeah,
Gonna, like, what
like
do you mean?
100%.
Imagine.
Thank you for being here, and peace.
We are out. Peace.
Oh, thank you. I've been editing for so long that even Duarte come to church. Duarte say hi to the lack of viewers.
Lack of viewers.
But
Can we show them that?
yeah, we can actually show them.
It's the
Like, getting so much work done on here. I don't know how long this video is. I'm gonna still edit this part into it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not in there yet.
Yeah, because I'm gonna edit the
No,
video.
I was thinking now.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Please like, subscribe. I'm gonna do the cringe YouTuber thing where I ask you to do the things you should be doing. But yeah, enjoy maybe any future videos. Don't look at my past videos. Those things are true. Peace.
Definitely go watch them.